Hey, welcome to the e-VRC, where we are comparing two new PVYs. Here on my left we have the PVY Z20 Max, and on my right, which hasn't been reviewed yet but I have ridden, is the PVY Libon, which is currently unavailable but is coming back very soon. So in this video we're going to just take a look at them both, see what you get for your money, which one gives you more of one thing and which one gives you more of the other. So let's start with the price, where this one is about £1,000 or euros, usually ends up being the same because of the extra tax you've got to pay in the UK. Whereas this one, it's about 1,300 with one battery, 1,500 with two batteries. So it has two batteries. This one has two batteries. This one has to come with two batteries. As you can see here, we have a bottle battery, which is removable. This one, you can see, has a seat post battery, and it's also got an internal battery in here, and that one's also got the internal battery in there. In terms of battery capacity, the bottle is 10.6 amp hours and the internal battery is 15 amp hours, giving a grand total of 25.6 amp hours. The Libon has a 10 amp hour seat post battery, which is easily removable because it's a seat post, and a 10 amp hour internal battery, giving a total of 20.4 amp hours. So this one's got a bigger capacity. They're both 36 volts, so you can directly compare them using amp hours rather than worrying about watt hours. Range though, this with the two batteries is 200 kilometers, whereas this is said to be up to 260 kilometers with both batteries. Now, part of the reason that might be is because this bike is a lot lighter. This bike is 16 kilograms, perfectly balanced. 16 kilograms, 16. Whereas the Z20 Max is 27 kilograms, so quite a big difference. So why is this 11 kilograms heavier than this? Well, for a start, this has got rear suspension, which adds a bit of weight. They both have front suspension. Both front suspensions are non-adjustable. So something I noticed with the Z20 Max, which PVY have already spoke to me about, is that front suspension is a bit clunky. I didn't find that to be a problem with the Libon. And the suspension's decent, but I can bottom it out, and I would have liked the option to turn it off. Now let's have a quick look at the motors. So this is 250 watts. That is 250 watts. However, secretly, this is 750 watts. So that rear hub motor there is actually 750 watts, but when they ship it limited to 15.5 miles per hour, they call it 250 watts. So you can have it in a total legal configuration. This one here, so that little tiny diddy thing, and we'll talk more about this in a bit, that apparently is 500 watts, but again, they classified it as 250 watts. The amount of torque they bring is, this one they say is 80 Newton meters, and this one they say is about 50 Newton meters. Sandy Lane tells a little different story when it comes to this one. 80 Newton meters of torque, and this isn't as strong as the 80 Newton meters of torque in other bikes I've tried. So I would hazard a guess and say that it's not really 80 Newton meters of torque. So compared to other 80 Newton meter bikes, this is not as quick. However, it did get up Sandy Lane. This did not get up Sandy Lane with 50 Newton meters. In fact, when I was going up Sandy Lane, it actually malfunctioned because apparently that motor does not like getting overly stressed. So be wary of that. That's one of the reasons why I haven't done a full review. However, I'm not going to hold it from you because they're working on that motor. So this version of the bike apparently has a motor that can get easily stressed out when you're going up a hill. So be wary if you already own one, because if you already own one, yours might have a bit of an issue. Whereas the ones that are coming soon, hopefully that will be solved, and they are going to send another one. So I'll test it out again when it comes. Oh, we're too slow for the reader now. There. Right, just about to the telegraph pole. So mini speed test. Oh, the speedometer stopped. Hey? Now let's talk throttle. They both have a throttle, both a twist throttle, and they both work when they are in level 0, pedal assist 0. They're both foldable. However, the Libon folds in a different way to this one. This one folds down. However, the Libon, it folds, and then you can kind of wheel it around because it's got two magnets that pull it together, and it is very light. And it is the kind of thing that you could fold and take on a train or something like that. Whereas this is more for storage. So this is folding for storage. This one is folding for actual transport and moving, which is very nice. Now let's look at gears. This one, the Max, has got the Shimano 7, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whereas the Libon does not have gears at all because it's got a carbon belt drive, which is very, very nice, which means it's maintenance free, and it means you don't get rubbish all over it. Let's talk about the sensor. Both these bikes have a torque sensor, which means it detects how hard you're pushing around the pedals, and the harder you push around the pedals, the more power it gives, which is great because if you do ever want 100% power, you can use the throttle. The throttles are removable, you don't have to have them, and you can lock them both down to 15.5 miles an hour, so to make sure it's fully legal. But because it's got a torque sensor, that's part of the reason why they've both got really good range, because it always wants you to be helping. It won't just blindly give you power. You will help, and then it will give you more power on top of that. A torque sensor also means if you're on a hill and maybe you're in the wrong gear, obviously not a problem with that one, if it recognises that you're pushing, it will give you the power. Whereas on a cadence sensor on most cheaper bikes, it wants you to start rotating the pedals before it gives you power, which if you're on a hill can be quite difficult. A few quick visual things. This one has a rack. This one does not. The Z20 Max has black metal mudguards. The PVY Libon has black plastic mudguards, which look metal. I actually prefer the plastic ones. Matte ones are probably better, but I prefer the plastic ones just because they're not as clangy. Brakes, they both have great hydraulic brakes. 160mm discs. Let's check out those in action. Right now. Whoa, in the wet. In the wet. Okay, that sign, I don't think that's bad in the wet. Right, tree, 15 miles an hour. Whoa, that's pretty good. You see where the tree is, not far. Saddles, both nice and comfy. Pedals, the Max, as you can see, has plastic folding pedals, whereas the Libon has much nicer feeling Well-Go metal pedals. However, they are not foldable. Hand grips, nice winged hand grips which spread the pressure on your hands on both. Brown leather on the Max and black leather look on the Libon. Both leather look. The front lights seem to be exactly the same. LED lights. The Z20 Max has a rear brake light. The Libon has a light on the seat post because it has no rack to put the light on. The rear light on the Libon is not a brake light. The computers are different, but both colour. IPS, I believe. Here is the one on the Libon. Both about as visible as each other in direct sunlight. The Libon has a percentage reading for how much battery is left, whereas the Max has the standard bars, so it's hard to tell exactly how much battery you've got left. Both computers also have USB inputs for phone charging. They've also got a dedicated button for lights and horn. They also seem to have the same horn. They also seem to have the same stand, which I believe is adjustable by turning a screw on the other side. Now let's look at the wheels. Both 20-inch diameter, but the Max has got mag wheels. The Libon has spoked wheels. The Max tyres are 2.3 inches wide. The Libon tyres are 2.5 inches wide. in a straight line. It's the Max that has the advantage. 29, 30, wow. Whereas the Libon, let's have a look. Now I'm pedaling furiously. Only got to about 24. So which one do you get? Well, first let's just have a think about what would stop you getting either one, because they're both great bikes, but, big but, that one at the moment has got that front suspension that is rattling all the time, especially when you're on rough ground. It's not too bad on normal roads, but if you listen to my review, you'll hear when I'm on rough ground, it's very dog, 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 dog. On normal roads, it's not too bad. So if that's the kind of thing that's going to put you off, you wouldn't buy that bike, would you? If you don't care about that, then this is an awesome bike. It's almost perfect for what it is. This one, now obviously it's out of stock, but when I get the new motor, I want to see, is that motor actually strong? Will it malfunction like it did for me before? Because it's tiny. That motor is really small, especially even compared to normal 250 watt motors. So it makes you think, if it's that small, is it a bit weak? So let's find out about that. But ignoring that problem, this is a fantastic legal 250 watt bike. It is obviously without the throttle. You'd want to take the throttle off if you want to keep it completely legal. But as a commuter that involves public transport, this is awesome because it's just so light. 16 kilograms. You could easily take it on a train. I mean, you can take lots of bikes on train, but it's nice and small, isn't it? But it also does the folding up and rolling around thing, which is a really nice feature as well. So if that's what you want, if it's kind of last mile going on public transport, this definitely has the advantage over the Max. Also, if it's the kind of thing you need to keep putting in a car boot and you're taking out your car boot and you don't want to be lifting 27 kilograms, but 16 kilograms seems all right again, this has the advantage. However, if you are going from home to work on your bike, then this one probably has the advantage. They're both as waterproof as each other, by the way. They have the same rating. And if you saw the review for this, you'll see it's very waterproof. But if you're going from home to work on your bike, with this rack as well, with the utility, being able to put stuff off there, and this being faster if you're not afraid to use the power of the bike, and also being better up hills, then in that situation, it's the Max that has the advantage. But now, you know all the stats, you can see what they look like. I actually prefer the look of the Libon. Even though it's got the kind of older style spoked wheels, it feels more futuristic to me and kind of looks cool. But if I was going to choose one bike and only own one bike, I'd probably go with the Max if they could add lockable suspension on it. As it is right now, it's a fine bike, but if you don't like rattling and you're going to go over rough ground, it might annoy you. So that was just a quick comparison of two really nice bikes from PVY. As I said, this one's already been reviewed. Feel free to check that out if you haven't seen it. This one is going to be reviewed. So I'm not going to put any links in the description for this one because I haven't fully reviewed it and we don't know what the new one's going to be like. I imagine it's going to be similar, hopefully with a better motor. But if you're interested in finding out what I think of the new Libon when it comes out, don't forget to subscribe. If this video helped make your mind up, make you want to go for this one, or wait for that one, then thumbs up please. If you do end up wanting to buy this bike, there's an affiliate link in the description, which if you do use, it will help out the channel, so I'd appreciate that very much. But yeah, two great PVY bikes, and obviously they also have the PVY Z20 Pro, which I don't have anymore, but it was a very good bike. I've reviewed that too. That is an alternative to these. It's a light bike, but it's also a lot cheaper. It's half the price of this, and it's a good 400 less than this. And it might be worth your time, so I'll leave a link to that one in the description below. And also, if you're into your fat tire e-bikes, PVY have also got the Z20 Plus 1000, which was our bike of 2023. So I'll also leave a link to that in the description. But that was the PVY Z20 Max and the PVY Libon, or Libon, I'm not really sure. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ride safe.